Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey, everybody, it is March 24th, 2026. It's Tuesday, and I figured I'd jump in here real quick to give an update as to the video that I made yesterday. It's the update to the update, right? So, last we left off, there was this really hot move that was being done here. And I would suggest that if you didn't check out yesterday's video, it was pretty good. It explained, this really crazy pump that we got over in this section. And so now let's just follow up. Well, surprise, surprise, we are reversing our move. Who would have thunk it, right? So what I wanted to do was I wanted to just go over to these charts real quick and just kind of jump in each one to follow up with yesterday's video. So let's just do it real quick. So let's go jump over to Ethereum. Let's see what Ethereum's doing. Oh, looks like, looks like Ethereum is also reversing its move. Surprise, surprise, right? And let's go take a look at the S&P 500. Let's go to that. Oh, what do you know? It's reversing its move. And for kickers, for the good kick here, right? Let's jump over to oil and see if oil is reversing its move back up. And yeah, so this was the move that it did yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry, not this one. Let me get rid of that. I'm way off on time on here. It's this one right over here. And we are now moving, it looks like we are moving back up, just like I said yesterday in the video. So I want to show you how I am playing this move, because the way that I see these charts is this. I mean, if you've ever played, I don't know, Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or anything like that, if you're playing alone, you're actually playing against the computer, right? And that computer is an algorithm. And if you're playing it and you don't really understand the moves at all, well, of course, the computer is going to beat you. And it gets tougher and tougher as you level up, right? The algorithm gets a little bit stronger or whatever. So I look at this as if I'm playing Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or anything like that. And when the algorithm moves the chart, I anticipate a counter move or a block or a combo breaker, right? That's what I look for. So here is what I did. I mentioned yesterday that I took a short in this area, and I did. So I'm going to show you exactly what I've made at this point. So let me pop that in right over there. So so I've taken profit, and you can see that where I entered right up here, and I put a line right over here, and I've taken profit at this point. I've taken profit right over here. Now, the other thing that I mentioned to you was that if it comes back and it revisits this line, I have a feeling that it's going to drop down to this line right over here. Because again, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, which this is kind of an anomaly, let's just say. And now we're getting to the 5th time that we're touching this trend line, right? So yes, of course, we are in this triangle pattern, and I'm not ignoring that, but I do know that we have hit this resistance mark one too many times. And especially the fact that we are in the previous ranges high from back over there. So all of that taking into account, I am currently in a short. I've taken some profit, and I look to take some more profit as we drop a little bit lower. So giving you that. Also, Ethereum, I actually tapped it a couple times. So I put these 2 blue lines in here so that you could see it. I shorted in this area right over here, and I shorted in this area first, and then I think I DCA'd in at this point right over there. But both of those I have taken profit at as well. So you can see here, I have taken 20% profit on both of these. So honestly, in this small move that I've made at this point, I've tapped this 20% profit, 20% profit on Ethereum, plus another 20% profit on Ethereum, plus another 20% profit on Bitcoin. Now, I'm using, I don't know why that's looking like that. Now, I'm using these as gauges. So what I do is I usually just enter into Bitcoin first, and then I use Ethereum because it's a lot more volatile. I use Ethereum, and I slowly work my way into those positions. But if you notice, I've taken profit in this small move. So this algorithm has really opened up the opportunity for me to create a short, and that's important. That was my counter move to the computer playing, playing the game. So I'm playing the game too. And because I understand the cheap moves that the algorithm will do, or the bots, or I don't really care who it is that's doing it, right? I plan for that. And I've given you reasons why, and you saw it in the other thing, in the other video. So this is my update. I am currently in a short in both. I rinsed and repeated, meaning that as soon as I took profit over here, I threw that profit back into the top, and I'm doubling up basically my position so that I have a little bit more of a heavier hand in this, right? So if Ethereum comes over here, which I believe it will, because it follows Bitcoin. I believe it's going to come down over here. So now that you have seen the algorithm like playing, especially the fact that there was a tweet and stuff like that, there should be no surprise that all of these charts right now are reversing. There should be no surprise at all, except for Tau. This one, you know, if I was going to give you guys like an insight to some alpha, I'd watch Tau. It's going to be a project for sure. But you see over here, like as I go through, you'll see like each chart is doing exactly the same, reversing from the NASDAQ to the S&P 500. And here is, let's jump down to a lower time frame on the actual S&P, because here's that gap that I mentioned before that needs to be filled right over here. This is the gap right over here. And look, it's filling it. It's filling that gap in. Actually, I think I was on a different time frame because this looks a little bit different. Let me go. Yeah. So not quite all the way there yet, but the S&P will come down and it'll fill the gap completely. So I hope that was clear. Hope everybody is safe. Hope you're being, you know, smart in these charts. And if you could see what I see, great. You know, definitely act on your instinct at this point. And yeah, we'll see where these charts go. All right, guys, be safe. Talk to you soon. Bye.